Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever your time schedule around the whole world. It's me, Gildas Mofort, that I'm shooting this video right away from the heartbeat of Africa. It's a great privilege for me to have you here. Guys, I've come back to my studio. Here is where my studio was, right in my room, but I had a lot of difficulties to work out the studio because I had a lot of problems. But I've come back to the studio. The studio is intact and we are shooting right now live in the studio. So it's a great privilege for me to have you here today, and we are here today for the roundup news for this week. We know for the English community, I've been shooting quite a lot of videos now just with the French community, but notwithstanding, it is really the people that we need to really give a lot of room to them now because a lot of people were complaining that they were not having ideas about the realities of TBC. That is why, with the time being, I've been so focused with the French community. Okay, get yourself well adjusted. My name is Gilbert Mufo. This is Mufo Money. I said this year I'll be called Mufo Money. Mufo Money is my name. I'm the one shooting videos on this channel. So welcome to another new video on TBC. It's a great privilege for me to have you, and we are going to roll it here as the year moves by. Okay, guys, the realities with TBC has been so amazing in 2019, as we said it with everybody. What I'm trying to tell you now is that if you see me, I'm shooting videos in TVC, I'm doing all what I'm trying to do in order to make the community to grow is because of the belief I have for TVC. And this belief I have for TVC is personal. And being personal through the information that I've gotten as far as TBC is concerned has really made me to stand a position to really be shouting out or to really tell each and everyone that will watch this video that cryptocurrency is an era of which you need not to joke with, and with TBC in particular, which is a crypto that is not on the currency market cap, is a very outclass opportunity that needs not to be compared with any as such. So on those premises, I will lead you through a blog post which the administrator of TBC put forth before. This is a very laid back blog post. I will read it through with you before I follow on with my normal weekly rundown of the news that has made TBC this week. And there are a lot of great things in the agenda for TBC 2019. We are going to the moon with TBC in 2019, and I wish that you will be part and parcel of us as we are carrying this great mega event around the whole world. Okay, being that I have told you that I have a very prophetic blog post that I will let us discover it together. I will read it out to you, and you will get the vision of which TBC is having and what really carry me in my heart and makes me to be there all the time to do what I'm trying to do to the community and to be at all level at great pace with the reality of the community. So guys, just follow me. I will take you through. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to have the video that I'm trying to talk to you about. This video that really give me the the place where TBC is going, and I've seen this unfolding event after event, and it's really a great time being part as a parcel of this community with such an idea that is of great importance. Okay, we're going to move along. Here is this video. This blog post dated back since what? Since October 1st, 2009. And this blog post is the blog post that Amin gave. Amin is the administrator of TBC to the members of the community and to the would-be members of the community, preventing the community of what the world would be like. And when I came back to this article, guys, I was so amazed with the realities we are facing in the financial world today. I said I cannot start my roundup news for this week without reading this article. Pay as much for as you can today. Now, the article reads thus: Today, Today, as Today, as soon as possible, go to the market and buy as much food as you can afford and buy the food like it may be your last chance to buy food for a while. Why? Survival. That is why. I'm not a prophet. I am just a sign watcher. I've been watching the signals of the time for decades now. I'm a student of things and self-educated without complete BAs in the area of religion, political, technological, and financial. I've spent more time studying than what most people spend on working. I don't like to dissect, but in this case, my concern for you has driven me to write this article. Now, he goes on by saying this. The advice to buy food in front of a looming crisis has always been sound and has saved many lives in the past. Considering the advice to buy food today, global advice for all within every country because the looming crisis will affect everyone on the planet and survival may depend on having enough to eat. Some countries may be worse off than others, in particular Europeans and Americans. Guys, you know what is going on with the American government and the American society today. You see, this is a prophecy dated back since October 2016, of which the administrator of TBC was preventing people to buy as enough food. Despite the fact buying enough food here was a metaphoric a way of expressing, but this thing is taking place today. And he said it, I'm not the one setting the date, but I'm just preventing you. Let's go to the next article. We have been warned by many experts that a financial system built on fiat currency always collapses. This is the big meat area of the issue. We have been warned by many experts that a financial system built on fiat currency always collapses. The world is technologically much smaller today, and financial crises can impact everyone globally. It appears the first domino to the global financial collapse is now falling. When we look back at this moment historically, we will agree that the collapse of the Deutsche Bank began the collapse of the entire world financial system. The Deutsche Bank collapsed somewhere in 2016. One by one, rapid sessions, just like how dominoes fall quickly once the first domino takes off. We will witness one major bank collapse after another all over the world. These will be large national banks and the impact will be devastating economically. Currencies will follow suit. One by one, we will witness the end of the fiat currency system as it collapses. The new the news that the US dollar has collapsed and is effectively worthless may not surprise those that have been paying attention, but it will shock them when it actually happens and how fast it happens. When the US dollar goes down, it will take many countries down with it as their currency collapse too due to their ties to the US dollars. Meaning that what most international commerce or international transactions are done based on the US dollars. As the US dollar is going to sink, all other currencies that are hedged with the US dollars are going to sink immediately with them. The IMF made a big announcement a day ahead of schedule today. China's RMB was scheduled to be included in the SDR basket of currency. The SDR basket of currency are what we call the hard currencies of the world. Some are aware that China's RMB is the China's currency, the young China's yuan, will be backed by gold and will no longer be a fiat currency. According to many sources, the Federal Reserve note of the US will be replaced with US Treasury note that has also been uh, gold that will be replaced uh, treasury note that has also been backed by gold from China. The strings that seems to be attached to this is alarming. It appears, it appears that the end of the United States as we know it must come to an end. The new Republic of the United States has been set up to replace it. Martial law will be declared to hopefully make the transaction smooth. There is nothing smooth about martial law, my friends. It has a thousand ways to spin out of control. When we're searching for the truth, it is challenging to sort out information from disinformation. So here is my disclaimer. I'm far from perfect from sorting out what is real information from what is disinformation. The month of October 2016 may come and go without any significant issue or crisis, but the advice to store up food is so regardless, you can always eat it right. Not only could the US dollar collapse as a major currency, but the euro could also collapse as well. I know that currently we have purged the TBC coin to the euro, but it is becoming very clear that may any man-made thing such as the euro is not a good thing to purge to eat if you want to have something last. Don't be surprised if we announce later that the TBC coin will move to being purged to a grain of gold. A grain of gold is about 2.5 times the current value of euro. So when this is implemented, the value of TBC will speed up and that will be reflected in the current TBC price chart forever. TBC is not an asset-based currency. TBC is built on the foundation of our membership agreement. TBC is a stepping stone towards a heavenly way to work. At some future point in humanity, I believe that we will do away with money and learn to work and serve one another in love. People will copy People will copy their time with people will people will occupy their time with their passions and share it in the abundance of it all. Human nature is mass. We need to be elevated one way or another for the type of future to unfold. Seeking truth, we need to become universal for humanity so that our vibration will change so we can live within it. The deception of artificial scarcity has been spread throughout the world. We have been living in a world filled with lies and not truth, and therefore we have become fallen in our nature. This can be reversed, and I, for one, will play a leadership role within that movement as leaders has done so before me. The truth, the truth will set us free, my friends. So, looking at this video, you get it all. Looking at this video, you get it all on what the admin of TBC said. And this is far back since October 1st, 2016. So we are today in January 2019, and you are getting what is taking place in the United States as the federal government has shut down, and many other chaos financial situations are looking behind as to the American economy going to go down. The Fed is all about going down. The information is all about the net, and people are talking about it. So if you can see the lapse of time since 1st October 2016 and January 2019, you see that we are roughly 2 years behind this prophecy of which the administrator of TBC gave it and said he was not the master of time. And he will participate, or he or she or they will participate in order to create a new world currency that will function in terms of love. So this is the money, this is the TBC we are talking about. This is the currency that will replace all other currencies which are fiat that are about dying out, because the main mother, the engine, the motherboard of the world currency, which is the US dollar, is about dwindling and is about dying out. So any other currency that is perched on it is going to take place. And if you look critically and the geopolitical information and world around us today, you will see that China is the one gaining grounds in all arenas as far as international business and commerce is concerned. And we know from this article that China is the one to have the dominant currency, and that currency will be pledged to gold, not more a fiat currency as has been. And the US dollar is going to change to a new currency which is a pledge on gold. So guys, I just wanted to bring this article to let you understand why I am so bent to do TBC and to spread this information around the whole world in order to make this community to grow as much as possible and to be able to withstand this great financial tragedy that we are about to witness in the world that was already predicted in the articles of TBC. Okay, now let's go to the topic of the day. We'll go rapidly to the blog post and share to you all the events that took place in TBC within this week, because in this presentation I always run through the blog, everything that took place within the week in the blog. I will give you all the information necessary, and we are going to run very faster because we have taken a lot of time to explain what is really there. So let me move a little bit behind. I will take it there where this week started. We started this week on the 7th, and through right to the articles of the 7th. Okay, I think we started this week on the 7th of January. Okay, on the 7th of January, this is the 7th of January. 7th of January for this new year was this normal send button meeting, the English send button meeting, which is always handled by the great leader Wilson Randy, which is in the United States at the California area. He was the one that hosted this meeting on Monday, the 7th of January, and the headlines of this particular on this first item, which is the redemption period over at this month, that is on the 31st of this month, the redemption period which was previewed, that is the extended redemption period which was previewed for this month, is going to be ended. And also there is this other extra notice which he brought up, which the admin says that the gap of 1,111,111 people to full up the gap of the billionaire in TBC has not yet been full, and that is why the AMIC is going to allow this holiday promotion that was being offered to continue till this gap is full. Now, the greatest information of the day was this information concerning the merchants of TBC. 2019 seems to be the year of merchants in TBC. And we talk about merchants, we talk about everybody that is selling something around the corner. Don't forget that we are talking about a currency that is used on the phone. We are talking about smartphone money. So once we are already connecting merchants to this money, we are taking another new phase. Founded very largely on these merchants coming to their community. And lastly, the administrator promised that within the week on Friday, and by Friday within the week, they would have done everything to have the list of go on. And the administrator came out with this information to say that what I saw a lot of birds in the TBC community over the year 2018 about all kinds of merchants coming in. So it is time to provide central access to the whole list of them. Let's rock TBC to the moon in 2019. This is the last aspect which is telling us that in 2019 we are rocking TBC to the moon, because everything is there, is that everything is very, very functional. The system is functional. People are respecting the instructions. Transactions are moving on. As you're going to see with the next post that will be appearing here, you're going to see that in the community. So that is on the 7th earlier when we came back from the 2 week holidays in the community. Now we move on to the next element, which was these new things signing up. This other great was being brought up by one of the leaders. So here the administrator tried to talk about, do you think signing up new members in TBC is hard? So he went on with this new training, online training mechanism that is launched by the TBC representative here that in Cameroon, Derek. He demonstrated on how we can really take time using other softwares available to us to train people on how to really share this good event which has come to change humanity out to everyone. So that is the next event that took on this particular that is on January 8th. And the major event on this January 8th is I think on January 8th, that was one event on January 8th. Let's go to the next, I think. Yeah. On January 8th, we had also the send button meeting for other languages, because we have the send button meeting on Monday for the English community, and on Tuesday we had the send button meeting with Mr. May Derrick, that is the big leader May Derrick, that headed the meeting as the only one heading the French speaking meeting. This is on Tuesday. We have also Creating Command, which is the one heading the meeting for the English community. We have Ms. Aroma, which is the one heading the meeting for the Bengali community. We also have Scott, which is the one heading the meet community. And also they talked about all the topics that were being opened upon on Monday by the person of Randy Wilson. So that is how the Tuesday meetings unfolded with languages of TBC. Now, on from that note, there was this breaking news. Before the breaking news, this was another big event or a big post admin put through to all the members to say that in TBC we are going to do learn and mean in 2019. What is saying is we are already clear and focused, and we are going to the moon. So these are the incarnating the TBC community. There is no any other cryptocurrency that can compare to the functionality and the reality of the TBC community. So we are lean and mean for 2019. So that is one of the extra information that we are going to share on this particular day. The TBC and also big information that relates directly to still on the this is already on the 9th of January. This information that really links to what I was trying to put through to you as concerned the amendment. What really puts what the article I just read that dated back in 1st October 2016 was trying to put through. The American government decided to shut down for a while. So this was really great news. The TBC admin wanted us that we should really understand what was taking place and should be informed of these realities that were taking place in the United States. The United States is like the center of the world. Happens to the United States will shake the peace and the love of the world. Okay, that being there, we moved on to, I think it was uh, this other video on the 11th. Yeah, there were a lot of videos on the 11th. Do you really want the limitation of trading your TBC for money? This video carried out by one of the leaders in the TBC committee, which is Randy. Randy was trying to bring people to his cash flow coaching which permits each and everyone to have clues on how to understand how not to sell your time with money, but to use your time appropriately and gain from it. Just to add steam to this, I've also started a cash flow coaching with others, which is taking place during the week and on weekends for those who that are available on this channel. Okay, we further to this other extra information that comes to the awareness in the community about fake fake news that has to do with the website of TBC. A new TBC website has been discovered, which is that of scammers, which is tbc009.info, which they want each and everyone to not use it because they can get rid of your TBC account. So that was the information let out on that day, January 11, by listening to the whole TBC committee. Still on the 11th, this other post that was of great impact, which extended the view and the idea on what the send button meeting is all about and why should the admin extend the send button meeting in India into three different languages because of the impact and the implications of which TBC is taking in that country. They are going to extend their send button mapping into three languages and more. Now we go on to another uh, element, which is that of merchants. Yeah, this on the 11th was a merchant list are now available. The merchant lists are now available. This is a blog post that came out, I think, 48 hours ago. The admin was trying to, as they say, he said on Monday that he was to put an information or a list which would permit merchants to give their location, give their descriptions, and open up to the 3.3 million members of the TBC community, not only to start selling their goods in terms of TBC, but to be like distributors. And being like distributors means that you should help in distributing TBC. They are not asking anybody to sell in terms of TBC, but to be a distributor in TBC community. So this is one of the major elements that make news in the TBC community within this week, which was on the 11th of this month. Now we moved on to see cookies. Make sure you verify your transactions. Yeah, this is another video of one of the main admin in the community, which made he or she made this video to let us understand and have a good measure on how you need to do with your TVC in order to see your cookies being redeemed into full-time TVC. So what you need to do is to verify your transaction, and this is what we are saying because time is fast running. Very soon we are going to be at the end of the month, which is the end of the cooking period, which is the major thing that each and every television needs to be adhered with now. Now, this is an article that just popped up this morning, the 13th of January, and this article is of renowned information, millionaire skills, posters, videos, how we're doing a great live broadcast, I think, tomorrow after downloading and understanding what the admin wants to sell to us in this particular post. But I'd invite you to go to your Kringle blog post to read this article before coming tomorrow, that I will try to help each and everyone to understand what admin want us to have from this article that is so packed and full with a lot of interesting information as far as the studio is concerned. Okay, I will end by bringing you to this other video that I tried today that is talking about car, land, apartment, rentals, all acquired with TVC. This is really something of really interesting magnitude. This is really showing the realities and the visible aspect of TVC. And the reality is that TVC is here to stay. He's trying to talk. Yeah. Yes, I'm trying to allow this video for you because I know the sound is not good, but I'm just trying to let it go through for you to really see the reality of TVC. Babysitting is one of the realities of TVC. Wow, this is a very awesome video that he tries to tell us that what TBC fee is the only currency that eradicate poverty from around the whole world, and this is the rare currency that can do and make the world to be united again as one, and it is the only currency that can permit us to be liberated from poverty around the whole world. That is an awesome message from that video we just get from that guy coming from Ghana. I'm sorry the audio was not good for you to have the voice. I'm just trying to give a summary of what he said. He has bought an apartment, he has a car, he has a land, that all he's acquired due to TBC. And that is why we are really telling you back here in Cameroon, a good number of us have gotten lands, we have gotten buildings, we have gotten cars in TBC. So what I'm trying to make you to understand is that I'm trying to tell you that TBC is a currency of the future. You need to get yourself adapted. And for you to get yourself adapted, understand the functionality of TBC, you need to do some work. TBC is all about learn, do, and teach. Learn, do, and teach. And for the aspect of learning, doing, and teaching, I've just fall in line with all the other leaders around the whole world to organize a cash flow coaching, how to coach you along in order to really understand how to use this abundance tool, or to have this abundant mindset, or to have this billionaire and millionaire mindset that will put you through all over all the troubles and the struggles you're going through in life. I have a cash flow coaching that if you look at the end of this video, you're going to see a link that will take you directly to the blog in which I'm doing all this coaching there. I'm just in line with the other big leaders just to increase my own portion to all the peoples that are coming in influxing to the TBC community. So I'm on air on Wednesdays at 9 p.m., on Thursdays at 9 p.m., and on Fridays at 9 p.m., and particularly on Saturdays at 9 p.m. for sessions of cash flow coaching in order to really prepare you to have a very vast mastery and understanding of this cryptocurrency that is eradicating poverty around the whole world, and each and everyone needs to be part and parcel of it. So that is the information we had for you throughout this news blog for this week. So those that the curtains are to be drawn on this edition of the updates of TBC for this week. Those were the different highlights and the different articles and the different realities that took place in the community for this week. We are so pleased to have gotten you wherever you are in the world that you watch this video. Stay blessed, and if you are not standing for TBC strongly, this is the moment to do it because TBC has a lot for you this year 2019. We are rocking right to the moon. Join us and make your family members to join because tomorrow they should not be hanging on your neck that why didn't you tell them and why didn't you let them know this reality beforehand. So on this particular note, I thank you very much and I tell you it has been an amazing time sharing the reality wonderful and excellent. Very pleased and very happy to have been your host and see you next time on this same channel this particular time on Sundays for the roundup news of TBC for the week. Thank you very much and have a very nice Sunday and a very splendid and appreciating start of the week. Thank you very much and see you soon.